Hello, I'm middle-aged dad plays, and this is Asylum. Memories and possibilities are even more hideous than reality. It's Herbert West, 1922.
There I was, after all those years, at the threshold of a nightmarish place. I never thought I'd have the courage to return. While I had been toying with the idea for a while, that day I had woken up with a peculiar urge to return to Hanwell Mental Institute.
Hello?
Of course, there was a strong reason to come here, but the circumstances that led me back to the Institute were oddly dreamlike, as if I wasn't in control of my own actions. Why was I doing this? I needed to know what this place had done to me, the meaning behind those bizarre visions. I'd rather face the direful truth than live in blissful oblivion.
Apologies for the very quick intro there. The game started instantly. So I'll press escape to open the record book. Okay, here we can save, settings, let's have a quick look. Very high, yeah. I'll do. Speed of reflexes is slow. And that is... Yep, okay, we'll go with it, I guess. So yeah, this is Asylum. It's a game by Senscape, and it's basically a spiritual successor to Scratches, if you ever played that back in the day. Press middle button to zoom in, thank you. So it's more of a space to toggle hotspots. That's... Okay. Can we just leave? Can we? Oh nice, put the radio on. Okay, I could have a lot of fun with this. Can't do anything else. Space is also not showing me the hotspots. Oh, no, it's not reading this one. As I grabbed my notepad, I was struck by a sense of confidence I hadn't expected. I felt ready to tackle the mysteries inside that looming structure. So this is a point-and-click adventure, but I thought something different from what we normally do, even though right click to open our journal, even though it is a haunted asylum, or an asylum. Let's not say it's haunted yet. We'll see though, being a horror game. Into the Institute. Okay, we just got tasks there. Yeah, so it's... I've got to stop clicking on things. A gloomy forest bordered the grounds of the Institute, creating a profound sense of isolation. So yeah, something different. We don't normally do these kind of things, or this kind of gameplay. We've done a couple of point and clicks, I suppose, but we've done over 100 videos now. And when I say we, I mean I. I don't have an editor. It's all done myself. Thank you, by the way, as well. We hit over 100 subscribers quite a while ago. I only noticed the other day. Thank you for everyone who subscribed. That's ridiculous, but yeah, cheers for that. I mean, I probably should go through the door, but what a strange rock formation. Beautiful, yet somehow disquieting. There's a sort of unnatural calm surrounding the area. It wasn't helping to boost my confidence at all. We can go over there. Gotta explore the grounds, haven't you? Well, maybe not. Do we have legs? No, but we don't really move. Oh, wait, a tree. Even though we're still outside, I could already feel the oppressive nature of the building. Oh, more trees. I wondered how old the trees were. The entire place felt ancient, somehow stuck in time. Okay. Let's head towards the front door, shall we? One of those ones where you just have to look everywhere, I'm guessing, just in case. Even if it's just for lore. Knock, knock. Oh, someone's there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Flash. 8 PM. I've got my hand over the WASD keys, assuming that I'm going to be clicking them, but clearly not. We mouse only. Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Hanwell Mental Institute. What can I do for you?
I wasn't expecting to find anyone here.
Oh? And why is that?
Well, this is gonna sound a bit strange, but I thought this building was abandoned.
As you can see, that's no longer the case. My name is Julia, and I'm the receptionist for the Institute. Why are you here?
Enter the institute. Okay. People. Julia.
So you were the receptionist here?
Oh, you just talk.
Yes, this is my first night. The Institute is operating with minimal staff until renovations are complete.
Do you cover a position other than receptionist? I feel this place needs a lot of staff.
Not at the moment. I'm just waiting on people to show up at the door and helping them whenever needed.
Sounds like you're doing a good job.
Perhaps. There's not much I can do at the moment.
I see how the position could be a bit tedious. At least until there's more people arriving. This is an awkward situation. I was hoping to take a look around the Institute.
But you thought it was abandoned.
Indeed, and that's why I thought nobody would mind.
We certainly do mind. This is private property, you know. Hanwell Mental Institute was never abandoned, just closed to the public until recently. And still, deserted or not, it's not like just anyone can walk inside. You do realize that.
This caught me completely by surprise. I'm not sure what to say.
Well, you can start by explaining yourself. Why did you come here?
Sorry, I'm trying to place his voice. Building not abandoned?
The last thing I expected was to find people here tonight. I assumed the Institute had shut down indefinitely.
Not indefinitely. It's true that it ceased to operate for a number of years, but we're in the process of reopening it now. While not in the most pristine of conditions, which should be evident if you look around, the structure is still robust and usable, but there's a lot of work to do.
I must say its general state is indeed rough. But I can see how with some cleanup, intensive cleanup, you could get this place up and running again.
Also, other mental hospitals in the region are growing overcrowded, which has prompted state authorities to reuse this place.
Why are other hospitals so overcrowded?
I can't say. Maybe it's the times we're living in. Don't you feel somewhat overwhelmed by everything that's going on in the world? I often do. Guess some people are less prepared to cope with all that and, need help.
I see your point.
Still, that doesn't mean I can allow a complete stranger in.
Give me your name. I'm assuming we don't have anything else on the other thing, so process reopen.
So, let me get this straight. The whole institute is being reopened?
That's what I said. Patients from smaller hospitals who are not getting proper attention are being relocated here, and extensive renovations are scheduled to begin tomorrow.
It all seems rather empty, though.
Tonight, it's just me, security, Dr. Miller, and a few patients in the building.
Good. Why, can I click that again?
But where are all the workers? I don't see any ongoing construction or renovations.
It's almost nighttime. Everyone else is arriving in the morning.
People, the doctor. Oh, we can talk about her
I have
again.
nothing else to say about this.
Okay, maybe we don't.
Fine by me. If that's all, I'll get back to work.
No. Just your name hadn't been crossed out.
So who's Dr. Miller?
He has been appointed as the new head director of the Institute, and he's overseeing the whole reopening process.
I thought Hanwell was the director. Isn't that the name of the Institute?
That was a long time ago, and I'm not sure about that history either. I do recall that Dr. Miller and Dr. Hanwell were acquainted with each other. And I don't think Dr. Miller is planning to change the name of the Institute either, out of respect for Dr. Hanwell.
Is Dr. Hanwell dead?
Where can I find Dr. Miller?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you.
Why?
Because that area is off limits, and we had an agreement.
Fine. I don't want to get you into trouble.
Yes, you do.
I have nothing else to say about this.
Okay.
Fine by me.
Alright, complete stranger.
This isn't my first time here, you know.
Oh, you used to work here?
Well, I'm very much acquainted with this institute.
You should have said so in the first place. I still don't understand why you came all the way up here in the evening.
There's something from those old days that I need to find, and quite urgently. It's a health issue.
You sound serious.
Very much so.
And you're looking for...
Documents mostly. Maybe some notes. There's a matter of great importance that I need to understand.
Well, it's a highly unusual situation, but it's not like you can cause much trouble. And if you do, I'll have the security guard have a not-so-friendly talk with you.
Understood.
Let's talk rules then. First, you're fully responsible for your own safety.
I accept all the risks.
You must also leave before dawn. The construction workers are arriving early and will turn the place upside down. And please, steer clear of the upper floors. There's dangerous equipment up there. Do we have an agreement?
Yes, we do. Thank you so much, Julia. This means a lot.
Very well. Go ahead. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Me too. Something tells me this is my last chance before the Institute as I knew it ceases to be.
It's going to be a whole different place in the morning, that's for sure.
Right click to end the comment. I've got more things to talk about. Patients being relocated.
You said there's more people here. Patients too?
Yes, although we're operating with reduced staff. The establishment is far from ready, as should be apparent, meaning mostly low-risk patients have been readmitted.
In this state? I don't understand.
It could use some maintenance, yes. And trust me, I'm freezing to death without those radiators working.
Turn the radiators off. Got you.
I was under the impression nobody cared about this place anymore, which is why I thought it wouldn't hurt to have a quick look around.
You could have gotten hurt, though. It's not safe to walk everywhere. For instance, no one is allowed on the third floor yet, which is falling apart.
Still, this is all so strange.
Why do you say that? There's nothing strange about an eminent mental hospital reopening for the benefit of society.
The lip sync is pretty good.
You mentioned that patients are being relocated.
Correct. There's hardly anyone here tonight, but a crew of construction workers will be arriving first thing in the morning. I understand the plan is to have the Institute operating at full capacity in about 10 days.
That's ambitious, given the state of the building.
They said it looks worse than it really is, you know.
How many times can I click this?
So there should be more staff arriving soon.
Just asking
Yes,
the same question
in
in
addition to
different ways.
construction workers, both more staff and more patients are scheduled to arrive in the morning.
But are the patients being relocated?
So there should be more staff arriving soon.
Alright, fair dues, the same thing.
Yes, in addition to construction.
Okay. My condition.
You know, I didn't have the best of experiences at the Hanwell Mental Institute.
I'm sorry to hear that. As I told you, I'm not familiar with those days. My understanding is that things were rough. But I can assure that all current staff members are new and everyone is eager to get this place up and running again.
Julia, your enthusiasm is commendable, considering the state of this place.
I like to think positive.
Can I talk about this again without
Part of the reason why I came back is to make sense out of my involvement in the Institute.
It sounds as if you didn't enjoy working here.
Well, you could say it was a traumatic period in my life.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm even having nightmares about it.
Seriously?
It's been bothering me for weeks. This pressing feeling that I need to do or understand some decisive detail. Almost as if I forgot something of extreme importance here.
I hope you find what you're looking for then.
Dismiss me.
I've been thinking about this institute for a long time now. But only today realized that I needed to come here
Don't come at me
one
for the
more
book.
time. Like a strange sense of urgency.
You're beginning to sound awfully cryptic.
And
If you didn't
repetitive.
like it here, then why are you doing this?
That's a great question. Why am I doing this?
Okay, I need to get back to work now. Try to make it a quick visit for your peace of mind.
All right. Thank you.
But I've got another task. I can ask about my condition again, or that the patients are being relocated.
I don't think we have anything else to discuss.
Wow.
Thank you for being considerate. There's so much I need to do.
So, remembering my past.
My memories of this place are hazier than I thought.
You're my new therapist.
It's likely its current state of disarray. I also find it disconcerting at times. The darkness and stillness of the night doesn't help either.
That's very true. Part of the reason I'm here is to make sense out of my stay at the Institute.
Your stay?
You know, when I...
It's okay. I understand.
You do?
I know what you meant.
We're just completely unloading on this poor girl on her first day. Julia, how about...
I'm still trying to remember.
There's still time, but hurry up.
Right, that's definitely going to be the last one that dies next. It'll just repeat that, I assume.
I'm still trying to...
Yeah, okay.
There's still...
Right, I think
I'm
that's
done for
everything.
now.
Oh, thank God. Right, oh. What's that? Oh, a microphone. Right, we can go that way, we can go that way, we can go there. Always go left, always go left. Oh, pictures. Oh, lots of things. Alright, radiator. I forgot I have to read this. The radiators weren't working, it showed. The cold here was glacial. Poor Julia. There was no point in rummaging through the trash cans. What about? The broken chairs were almost begging you to leave the building. Maybe they didn't want any visitors. It's just a case of looking at the picture. I'm assuming we can't do anything. Oh, alright, yeah. Click away. Check the ceiling. Right. Yeah, it's just a case of looking. Bunch of blokes. Stag do, back in the day. Can't look at that picture. Not interesting enough. Now we can? Yeah, from further away. Don't know why I thought it was a badger. Uh-oh. I thought it was a doorbell as well. Oh, we can look at this. An old but elegant grandfather clock, which unfortunately was no longer working. Oh, we can go in now, which we probably will. Moving at a glacial pace. There's a series of uninteresting magazines on the table, dated too. Wrong button. Psychology of Love. I mean, it looks like they're outlined, and therefore there's something there to touch or do, but it's the metal frame, isn't it? Ooh. Are you deformed or crippled? Opening of West Infirmary, 1878. That's a strange face. I mean, if that's an actual photo, then I'm very sorry. That is a mustache. as is that, and that, and that. And just all these other people. Oh no, he's got a mustache. Several people who don't. I mean, that's pointless. Reasons for admission, 1864 to 1889. I'm not going to read all of these. Let's see if there's anything in... I'm sure I've seen things like these before. Like kicked in the head by a horse. Imaginary female trouble. Yep. Aren't you glad medicine's come a long way? Masturbation for 30 years. Impressive. I'm assuming that's not constant. If it is, mate, how is it not falling off? Well, depending on who's doing it. Nymphomania, novel reading, overtaxing mental powers, tobacco and masturbation, parents were cousins, fever and loss of lawsuit, liking Myst. Alright. Myst, the obviously point and click game, if you haven't played it before. It's very... I don't know. I played it with my dad years and years ago. That's one of the things we used to do together. Sit in front of the computer, play point and click games, and Myst was one of the ones. My dad loved it. It looked really nice. Wasn't much to it. Lots of puzzles, quite obscure. A lot of map making. Or at least in the kind of like train car thing. Anyway, we're going off. Let's see what else we got. Bad whiskey. That's reason for admission, to be fair. Deranged masturbation. How much masturbation? My husband decoyed into the army. Yeah. Dropsy. You've probably read all these already. It's just I'm being exposure and quackery. Suppressed masturbation. Masturbation does seem to just pop out at me. I really didn't mean to say it in that way. Uterine derangement. Just the war. Vicious vices. Abusive walkthroughs. Snuff eating for 2 years. Gathering in the head. Gunshot wound, just straight up. Rumour of husband murder. We get to sexual derangement. Fell from horse in war. Female disease. Feebleness of intellect. Which is what you're all going to assume I've got when we take 20 episodes to get through this game. Have we got anything else here? No, I think that's it. Cool. So that was kind of like a little Easter egg with the liking Myst and abusive walkthroughs. Potentially other ones. What's jealousy and religion as well? Okay, let's try this door. The way the handshake looks like he was going to knock. I began to remember the layout of the building. This was the administrative area with offices for a few key staff members. It's got something new. Investigate offices. The administrative section seemed like a suitable spot to begin my search. Perhaps someone had left notes that would trigger a memory. Walter Conweber? Solving Goings? Oh, we can look at the window and see. The vast and lonely ocean extended as far as the eye could see. It felt like I was at the end of the world. Janitor! Light switch. Yes. Okay. First things first, a tap. These were probably multiple bug species. No, sorry, there were probably multiple bug species crawling on that blanket. Judging by the smell, it had been a while since anyone had emptied that trash. Oh. Move mouse to examine the item and left click to put it down. Alright, so we can spin it. There's nothing on the back. Oh, come back here. Week starting October the 14th. Monday, okay. Office of Hawthorne, Office Ebersbacher. Archive, staff room, restroom, visitors, waiting room, foyer. Left click to put it down. Oh. Right click to show an item you are carrying. Garbage bag caught my interest as it was rather new compared to the rest. It seemed to be filled with papers. What are we carrying? Fuck all. Right. So we need to get a knife of some sort, or something sharp, I assume. I had the impression that if it worked, the radio would only play pre-war transmissions. There was nothing of importance in them. There's all these things you could click, and then there's that, and it says there's an out in it. It's handy. I know, point and click adventure games. Several liquids that were of no use to me, some of them dangerous even. Looks interesting. We can't have the hard hat, we can look at that. Classical gold. Violin concertos, OP 8, suite number 16 in B minor, flute solo from Turandot, I'm assuming. Nocturne suite in E flats. Milton Records. We can't use it now. There's a half-smoked cigarette. It's just this notice board, isn't it? Just a bunch of meaningless notes left for the poor janitor. Okay, so now what else we can do in there? And he's not directly out the door. So let's have a look at Dr. Hawthorne's. The office is one named Dr. Hawthorne, which we can't go into because we're literally not holding anything. Let's look at this picture. Lovely. Distinct lack of moustaches. Dr. Erschbach. Never going to be able to say that. The dim lit office belonged to Dr. Anne Erbisbacher, a stern and cold psychologist whom I remembered from my stay at the Institute. I was surprised to find the room unlocked. Oh, coats. The statue is fairly heavy, somewhat tacky. Can we use it to smash something? Anything written on the bottom? No. Put it back upside down. Okay. Ah. I mean, those drawers seem to be jammed. Right, so we can't do anything there. There's a picture of a naked woman and a naked woman on that picture. Let's hope. I mean, it's not like I can get demonetized, is it? But let's hope they don't take down any of the gameplay. That'd be frustrating. Okay, so let's go here first. Have a look on the desk. There's a pile of documents about workers at the Institute. It was still about. Oh, I picked something up. Oh wow. Okay, let me have a quick drink before I start this. Press tab to read the text more clearly. I think it's fairly clear. When I first arrived at the Institute, I wasn't sure what to expect. Though it's well located and its facilities are modern and effective, the horse and buggy mentality of the staff and approach to medicine are appalling. It's been a few weeks already since I got here, and I know for certain that I won't get along well with Ellis. I can appreciate Dr. Hanwell's perspective and his need to take a firm hand in everyday activities at the Institute. I know too well what it means to deal with these sick, mindless individuals, but Ellis is an altogether different matter. His attitude is borderline brutish and dates back to a bygone era of barbaric practices. I can't understand how this character has attained so much rank and power at the Institute. Wish I could understand what Hanwell saw in him. In spite of the general adverse environment, I'm anxious to start testing my theories with a number of patients. Fortunately, the staff seem to respect my background and extensive studies. They almost seem intimidated by them. Even Ellis treats me differently, with a kind of silent doubt, as if he didn't know what to expect. I've seen how he treats women in the Institute. Guess there must be some sort of puzzle to him. So I look forward to keeping my notes and observations in this journal. I'll be working with a particularly diverse group, with some of its members exhibiting extreme and promising pathologies. Rebecca is by far the most intriguing subject. This woman has been a schizophrenic from a young age, exhibiting a rambling and erratic personality. No family, no social life to speak of. She used to live in the suburbs, where she'd roam aimlessly in the streets. A typical town loony. Last year she was viciously raped by 2 thugs, then left heavily beaten and bruised in a damp alley. It's a miracle she's still alive. It's a miracle. There's more. Anyone cared enough to save her. Okay, I thought she was just like, it's a miracle. It's a miracle anyone cared enough to save her. Sadly, she became pregnant after the attack, which sent her psyche into an even darker downward spiral. Her mind is in a nadir now. She thinks she's Nadir. She thinks she's carrying the spawn of the devil and has repeatedly attempted to perform an abortion. A fringe case by any measure. The sort of patient that would have received unabashed shock treatment in other institutions, and the perfect subject to test newer, less invasive approaches to mind healing. Our first group therapy session will begin tomorrow with about half a dozen patients, or so I've been told. I'm going to focus on one particular group for now, and I believe Hanwell himself will be present for the first sessions. Nothing of the sort has been attempted in this place, and I'm excited to take the first steps into a brighter new age for psychology. Oh Jesus, that's loud. Right click to show an item you're carrying. We've not got an item. A cassette player owned by Dr. Hibisbacher probably meant that she used it to record her thoughts or sessions. But there wasn't much I could do with this device unless I had a cassette with me. I need to stop doing that. Okay, so... you picked it up again. Alright, yep, I know. We've read it. It's just because the hand doesn't change between... It does there. Oh, wait, no, maybe it does. Maybe I'm just being silly. Right. I know. Our hopes of finding a meaningful clue in the trash bin were crushed when I saw it was empty. Fair dues. What caught my attention was that the bin was too clean, as if it had been emptied fairly recently. And the subsequent stuff is obviously in that bin in the janitor's office. And Eberspacher. That's what she's being called, until someone tells me otherwise. Eberspacher? There we go. Eberspacher's library was respectable and well preserved. Good for her. I don't know. I was trying to find where the I wondered what it was used for. Hanging things up. G2N. Does open. Can't take anything out of it. Oh, we can come to you. Can't take anything out of it. Vita's theirs. There's plenty of stuff in here. None of it of any help or any use to us. Oh, wait. Bear with me. I started a bit too low. The drawer was shut tight. I wonder if there would be anything of interest inside. 3-digit code. I'm assuming that one isn't. Oh no, that one's open. Vita Z seems like we wouldn't have much in it. Oh, we found a note. Oh, big note. Hanwell Mental Institution. 6. And Ebersbacher. An ideal complement. The recovery rate at the institute was high thanks to advanced treatments and novel group therapy sessions. Text. Jesus. Let's start again, shall we? The recovery rate at the institute was high thanks to advanced treatments and novel group therapy techniques pioneered by the universally acclaimed psychologist Dr. Anne Ebersbacher. Even patients with extreme mental disorders showed meaningful progress under her care and went on to enjoy full lives within the walls of the institute. Many others returned to their families in time, ready to face new challenges and experiences in their improved conditions. Dr. Ebersbacher organised and directed a group of therapy sessions for patients who had a chance of recovering or demonstrated an ability to reason. She even took part in many of those sessions herself, investing an unusual amount of effort in her patients' progress. Colleagues remember her soft, caressing voice. It had a magical effect, soothing everyone around her. Her dedication was initially perceived by the rest of the staff as the mark of passion and altruism, but in time it became apparent that her interest was purely medical. Although Dr. Ebersbacher was generally moral and honourable person, she was in fact wholly uninterested in the patients themselves, and focused rather on the improvement of science. It was by pure chance that her patients improved in return. In later years, Dr. Ebersbacher's demeanour became cold and calculating, She began to neglect herself, always showing up to work untidy and exuding a sombre mood. Rumours that she made a startling discovery abound to this day. Ooh. Okay, so we need a code to open. Do we need the code? Yes, we do. We don't know the code, as far as I know. Well, that was a lovely office. Thank you very much for letting me in. Just in case. Oh, there's no numbers on there. I didn't know if there was going to be a very obvious clue there. There it is. Trying to find these little circles. Oh. Lab coats has made me feel uneasy since my short stay at the institute, especially when worn by doctors. Okay. So we can carry on, or... No, that's Julia, isn't it? Julia. Left or carry on down this hallway, and let's check out the rest of these rooms, shall we? Archives. I mean, this is where you'd think you'd be looking if you needed to. Holy shit! Bringing a match into this room was out of the question. There's nothing behind this side which you can click on. Don't like it. Records, notes, essays, even newspapers, but nothing of importance. He says, just glancing at them. So it stops you from going through it all. Ooh. Record player. We need a record. Okay. Well, clearly it's not working. Go back. Thank you. No. Check the drawer. No, it's impossible to pull it out. But this knife will be coming in handy. I figured the letter opener would come in handy. This letter opener will be coming in handy. Register of patients. Certain acts can be picked up and used later. Right click to open your journal. Okay. But can't right click here. Oh yeah, the letter opener, that's what that's for. Carry colour jars. Any name which jumps out? Other than Stew Blood Coffee Sizer. A register of patients who would forever become part of the Hanwell Mental Institute. So look at you. Speaker wiring diagram. Oh no. The wiring diagram seemed to indicate the location of speakers across this section of the first floor. Okay, okay. Do I need that? More than likely. Where are they coming from? The safe may have stored valuable stuff once, but all that remained was meaningless. There's a low threshold for stuff. But now we've got this, there's the speaker. A series of speakers were distributed along the corridor. Right, we're going to go and open that bag. Haha. Psych of study neurotrans. Neurotrans? Is that literally? Our record book has been updated. You can examine the items you're carrying in the items tab. Hello, open. Yeah, we know. People, okay, note in the janitor closet. It's new. Note in the janitor closet. Can we say something about it? The psych of study and neurotrans are written on the paper from the garbage. Words, psych of study. Okay, I'm just going to open a can, by the way, so it might be caught on microphone. Too much talking, my mouth had got very dry. No, that's the word that I've just clicked. Tasks. Unlock Eberspacher's drawer. A large drawer in Eberspacher's office was shut tight with a combination lock. Undoubtedly something important was inside. Remembering my past? I felt terrible about not disclosing the truth to Julia, but there was no way she'd have allowed me in if she knew that I was a former patient at the institute. In any case, the first step to understanding my condition was to remember what had afflicted me in the past. Julia, what? Oh, that's it. Full throttle. Okay. We got to here. That's the archives. The next one, Brian Converse. Someone else. Frederick Michaels. All those distinguished doctors seem to have graduated from the same university. Fairly good university. Anthony J. Angel. Is that a record? LP. Not an inviting sight. There's so much that still needed to be repaired in this building. The workers are coming in the morning. Someone may have told you that, by the way. I realised I should probably look at my feet and, well, where my feet should be. What have we got here? We can pull some out. Doesn't mean we can read them all. Psychotherapy and in society, perception, horizons of anthropology, science and nonsense in psychology. Sense and nonsense in psychology, the doctrine of the soul, the psychotic, self and others, uses of abuse in psychology, the psychology of study. So if we pull one out. Holy shit. Oh, okay. We can, I thought 200 odd pages, 300 pages. It's gotta be something. What did we. It's gonna be a 3-digit code, isn't it? Sense of psych. Was it a sense of psych? You come away from here. No, not that. No, in Genesis calls it psych of study and neurotrans. Psych of study and neurotrans. Psych of study. Psychology of study. Neurotransmitters 148. 148. 3 digits, and I'm forgetting it already. Can't find my post-it notes. We'll use this karaoke song request slip. 148. He says as he writes 418. Okay, quick look around now before we go and open that drawer. Right, we can read that. We can pick you up. We can. No, you. Let's try you first. Oh dear. Please be more mindful of the vinyl records. The covers are scattered all over this section and they're getting damaged. We can't let patients play with them, although I've seen members of the staff being careless with them as well. It's a shame and a disgrace to all the hard work that we nurses do to keep this place running smoothly. Alice. Okay. Beginnings. Oh, one sec. Pardon me. Okay. Try again. For decades, the Hanwell Mental Institute housed patients of many ages with varying degrees of mental illness. Feeble-minded men and women not fit for living independently in society were admitted and received excellent nursing care with a hygienic environments, magnificent facilities, and well-qualified personnel. The institute strived to attend to all their needs. The 4-storey building was constructed atop a cliff amidst a leafy and calm forest, with the goal of housing over 300 patients. This particular location ensured maximum security. Access was severely restricted, and any patient attempting to leave would have to descend a rocky and winding path down to the base of the high mountain, thwarting any attempt to escape the facilities. Every day, patients could spend their time in a vast courtyard, library or game room and take part in other leisure activities. The most capable ones are periodically selected to help with daily duties such as laundry, cooking, administrative tasks and such. Groups were assembled and assigned to a therapist according to their cognitive capabilities of their members. Engaging each individual in diverse approaches to therapy. These included standard rehabilitation, hydrotherapy, group therapy, and, for the more difficult cases, other, more stringent methods. I will take that ashtray. I will not take that ashtray. It was an ordinary ashtray with a glittering... Drop it down sideways. Relaxing classical music. Okay, so there's four different ones. So at some point we're gonna have to find the right song I want. Oh. The blackboard seemed to have been used and overused through countless years. Why did you come? Below it's something. Why? Oh, section 9. What does it say there? So there's a face there. Right, before we go in there, do we go and open the drawer with 148? I think we do. It's this one. Look at that. Let's scroll up. 1, 4, 8. Boom. Tape. So in the A2F file we've got OTU. Stressful. Just want to tidy up. Let's listen to what this is E-Bombs saying. No, not you. You. Play. Play.
Earlier this morning I used foul language in reprimanding a clumsy nurse who forgot to lock the door to the female wing. Truly offensive, dirty words. I don't recall ever doing that before. I've clearly been under a lot of stress lately. My worst fear is becoming another Alice, so I need to remain level-headed and focused. It's this place. There's a general feeling of unease in the Institute, and those unsettling rumors don't help. But the main reason for my jumpy state has to be the baffling regression in Group E. It's disconcerting and worrying. I'm giving Alice too many reasons to use shock treatment on these patients and take all of us decades back in time. Alice Hawthorne, the backwards time traveler. That fucking bastard. Huh, there you go. I did it again.
Oops.
Of all the cases, Rebecca is obviously the most puzzling one. She's having nightmares about her attackers again, after a month of not uttering a word about the incident. And she's also becoming increasingly violent. I fear she will seriously harm herself. Yesterday, Alice found her viciously scratching her stomach. So much she left flesh wounds. She should be giving birth sometime in July. That's 3 weeks from now. Certainly this fact could be the explanation for her regression, if it wasn't for the rest of them.
Okay. So what? That was recorded in April. Which was June, July. Just in case we need to know something about that at some point. I probably not remember. But Jesus. 9 PM. Are we on a time limit? Point and click adventure, mate.
Julia, it's Bruno. Our adorable, high-risk patient has escaped again. No idea how he does that. Please call someone. I need assistance immediately. I'm outside the cafeteria.
Okay. So, is that a case of we can go to the cafeteria and see him? Or, Susan wait room, archives meet movers to room toilet. Oh, we're gonna bump into the said bloke. This is a cheery room. Broken glasses. What I assumed was an alarm button didn't work. Might have been used to alert security of any troublesome patients during visits. Light switch. No luck. There didn't seem to be electricity in this room. Visitors would sit here to speak to their relatives of loved ones. Such a desolate sight now was heartbreaking. All things considered, rearranging the tables and cleaning up a bit wouldn't take too much time. What do you say? June? So was this abandoned like a month before that Rebecca was due? Haha, you know where we are. Hey, Julia. Julia's gone. Possibly means you can go upstairs now because she won't be watching you. But we've got more exploring to do. I will eventually get used to the control scheme, not just click randomly on the screen and wonder why I can't go forwards. Are we looking now? Yes. Well, at least they had fire extinguishers. That is, provided they were operational. A thick veil of grime covered the window. It was a shame. Could have used a glimpse of the outside world. The toilet. Service for repairs. See, things like that, I just assume are notes we can pick up. Non-animated mirrors, which is probably for the best. Off-putting silhouettes. Urinals. Okay. Can we flick the light on? The lights didn't work here. So, you can say no. Perhaps a long time ago, these sinks had invited people to wash their hands, but not now. So, none of the taps work unless you've got to press the taps in order. Just a regular trash can, which unsurprisingly hadn't been emptied. Toilet. It's creepy. Can we get back over that way? The men's room, evidently. What intrigued me was that the woman's room was nowhere in the vicinity. Different wing, wasn't it? The toilet didn't feel very private in its current state. Out of service. I wasn't planning to go in anyway. Okay. So maybe something to do with the taps. 4-digit code, maybe. Okay, we're still not going upstairs yet. We're going to look here at the map of the place. Holy shit, we've done this area. This could be quite a long series, considering we've nearly hit an hour's worth of time. So, yeah, we're in between those and we go to another corridor. Corridor 1B. Can we? Right, so we can look around there, but we can't. Can we look further up? Oh, yeah, we can. Male infirmary, patient infirmary, and then we've got all the cells, the showers, high-risk mental patient cells. Second floor, female side as well. Library, cafeteria. So that's where he said he was going to be outside, so I'm assuming around there. Courtyard, game room, shed, therapy room, passage, laundry, kitchen, pantry, passage again, corridor, gallery, and then up and to the basement. October the... Okay, the size of the building has always felt intimidating. Looking at this map made me realise just how monstrously vast it was. Yes, okay, yep, click the wrong thing. So she told me not to go upstairs, let's just believe her for a minute. We'll head down this way. Checking everything there is to look at. Except possibly the thing I needed to look at. Right, this guy said he was outside the cafeteria. Maybe the other side of the cafeteria?
Hold on.
Maybe right here. Hey, are you Bruno? Bruno.
Who the hell are you?
Yes, you are.
I'm just looking around.
You what? Does this look like a shopping mall to you?
Yes.
I spoke with Julia, and she gave me permission. You don't need to worry about me.
This place. It's unbelievable. Am I the only one taking my job seriously?
Well,
Look, it doesn't matter. I have enough on my plate with this patient on the loose. Just be on your way.
Patient on the loose?
Yeah, I managed to lock him inside the cafeteria. See for yourself.
Dun. There we go. Hey, yeah. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I see what you mean. That guy seems dangerous.
Dangerous? He's a flaming demon. He's tearing down the whole place. At this rate, there won't be a cafeteria in the morning.
You do seem busy, but can I ask some questions anyway?
Sure, whatever. The name's Bruno.
You seem busy. You're leaning against the wall, your arms crossed. Who called for help? That would be Bruno. Tasks, topics, people, items. Should we just... yeah.
I understand patients are being relocated.
His favourite question.
That's the plan. Yes.
Relocated from where?
Man, I don't know. Places. Other institutes that are too crowded. The world is a madhouse these days. What do you expect?
Do you at least know if they are old or new patients?
I don't, and that's not information I could openly share anyway. Tonight, there are very few patients admitted. Tomorrow, they're bringing more.
Do you think this place is ready to have more patients in it?
No, but it's not my problem. My concern, my contract actually, is for security, not logistics.
But about the patients being
I
relocated.
wish you could give me more info about it.
You are giving me a headache.
Right, so that would be that end of that. My condition.
I'd like to tell you why I'm here. You see,
Let me stop you
my
right there.
previous therapist, Julia's
Not my
disappeared.
problem. If Julia said it was okay for you to be here, then it's fine.
you're not even curious?
Do I look like the kind of person who pursues answers, knowledge, meaning?
What?
Exactly.
I think you're being rude.
Oh, poor you. Am I hurting your feelings?
Well, yes.
Good.
I like Bruno.
Does the term Group E ring a bell, Bruno?
Nah. Is that a therapy group?
I believe so, yes. I'm trying to find more information about it.
The archive documents in this place are a complete mess, so good luck with that.
But why is that? Why is everything here in such a state of disarray?
I don't know much about it, except that it was well before my time here. That's past history now.
About this,
Stop pestering me, will you?
Oh,
I wish you could give me more info about it.
You are
okay. She's starting to go back to Kirkbride architecture.
Are you familiar with the Kirkbride plan?
Kirk what? Sounds like something I don't care about.
It's the architecture of the building we're in.
Oh, right. I remember hearing that term during meetings to coordinate the reopening. An old and impractical type of construction.
But there were plans to change that, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know the whole story. But for sure, the idea is to continue that work, beginning tomorrow.
So about Kirkbride.
Hey, listen. I already said way more than I ever imagined saying on the topic of architecture. But that's it. There's nothing else about it we can discuss. Do you know what I'd love to discuss?
What, Bruno?
Action films.
Okay.
Madman on the Loose. Is that an action film?
So, a madman on the loose.
Yes. We're having a bit of trouble with this especially rowdy patient. It's the second time today that he's escaped. In my defense, the high-risk section needs a lot of maintenance. Low risk is in somewhat better shape, sans the atmosphere of impending doom. But high risk needs some intensive work, pronto.
That doesn't inspire much confidence, though.
Welcome to my world. Be thankful there's only one high-risk patient admitted at the moment.
Yikes.
Yeah, he's the one who's got out.
I wish you could give me more info.
Okay, no. Give me a headache, yeah. Past history.
You mentioned something about past history with the Institute.
Ugh, ugly business. I don't like gossip, especially when my job is involved. This is all I know. It was mostly a conflict between the staff and directors.
Conflict? Over what?
Disagreements about the handling of patients. Apparently there were oversights. Quite a few of them. I don't know much more other than what the newspapers said. You know, the rumors.
What are these rumors about past history?
Hey, you're gonna make some people here uncomfortable if you keep asking these questions.
Just you.
You know, the rumors that led to the shutdown back then. But I suggest you drop this line of questioning. Now, hold on. You're not a reporter, right?
Me? No, absolutely not.
It's old microphones up when I need to talk to someone. And I also have a notepad.
About this sudden shutdown.
Okay, listen. People here, that is, the new management, don't like hearing about that.
But you said it was old history.
Yeah, look. It's about the reputation of the place. Hanwell used to be a very well-respected institution. But then, something happened. It was serious. The police got involved, newspapers, everything. The whole shebang, and now they're investing a lot of money to get this place up and running again. And they don't want those old stories surfacing again.
I see.
So, why they shut?
Can you at least tell me if you heard what happened? Just the overall details.
Patients got hurt. Badly.
Hurt?
Nasty stuff. And that's it. I'm not saying anything else on this topic.
Okay. Appreciate the information, Bruno.
Tasks. Find a therapy room. Remembering my past.
You know, I was acquainted with this place in the past. A number of years ago,
Wait. Why are you telling me this?
Well, I assumed that since you're a security guard, you'd want to...
Hold on. We all have responsibilities here. I take care of patients who misbehave. Julia decides who gets in. That's it.
But...
Anything else is above my paycheck.
Do you know where the therapy room is?
Yes. It's on the other side of this floor.
Great. And how can I get there?
You can't with Samson back here trashing the whole cafeteria. It's the only way to reach the back corridor of this floor.
You mean the cafeteria is the only way to the therapy room?
Yeah. Well, the library also connects both sides of the building, but the last time I checked, it was locked.
You're the security guard. People, let's ask him about...
Like I said, I met Julia at the entrance.
Full throttle.
She seems to be a really nice person.
She's cool, but that's also her weakness. Sometimes she can be too nice.
What do you mean?
For example, as a receptionist, she let in a complete stranger who talks too much.
I get it.
I mean, she didn't seem nice. I know it was a dig at me, but Dr. Miller... Do you know this Dr. Miller?
Yeah, I've seen him around. But he's a reserved fellow. Haven't spoken much with him. He's the one calling the shots now.
What do you mean, calling the shots?
Dude, are you a bit slow?
Yes.
He's going to be in charge when this place officially reopens. And I hear he's also secured the money to make all this happen.
Wow.
Wow.
Does the name Ebersbaker ring a bell?
Ebersbaker?
I remember seeing an office with that name, but that's all I know. Why are you asking? Are you related to her?
I'm not sure. I think I knew her, yes. There's a period of my life I can't quite remember.
Are you feeling okay? I have a couple of empty cells if you need to lie down and rest.
Would love it.
Yes, I'm fine.
You positive?
Absolutely. No need for that.
How are you, Bruno?
Tell me about you, Bruno.
I'm just what you see. Nothing more.
I see a troubled man in front of me with an attitude problem.
Wow.
Ha ha. So funny. Let me know how you feel after you spend a few more hours in this place.
Cool. I don't think I can talk to him about the letter.
About this.
Stop pestering me, will you?
Do you want to look at my letter opener? We've done the topics, tasks we've gone through, people we've gone through. Okay. Cheers,
right.
Bruno.
I'll be going.
Hey, wait. You seem like a decent sport. Or at least a harmless one. I have a favor to ask of you.
Can you go in there and
Sure.
subdue him?
Can you go fetch my baton? I left it in my office when I went running to pursue our friend the Tasmanian Devil here.
Okay, I guess. Where is that?
You need to go all the way through the infirmary, then down the stairway. My office is in a lower corridor they used to call the Tunnel of the Damned.
Good grief.
Nah, the name is more intimidating than it sounds. Just please go, ASAP. I need that baton to deal with the ongoing crisis.
Sounds good. I'll be on my way.
Cool. So, I mean, is that going to be in the journal fetch baton for Bruno? And then is he going to tell me, Bruno, security guard, tasked me to fetch you the baton to deal with a crazed patient? An annoying task, but the therapy room was beyond the cafeteria anyway. I had to get there. Okay, so we are going to save it here. We've met 2 people. We got 1 attempted jump scare, and that is it. It's a lot of reading and a lot of talking, but it's early doors, it's setting the scene, and it's a point-and-click adventure, so it's not like the usual stuff we do. I've got to stop saying we, me, I, because there is just me, unfortunately. But obviously, I don't make money out of this. I'm not paying an editor to do anything, and my editing is as bare bones as possible. So anyway, thank you very much for watching so far. This is going to be part 1. I am going to carry on playing this. I am enjoying it. I do like a good point and click. Previous point and click adventure games have done well on the channel before, or well in relation to other things. So yeah, we will carry on with this. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you do like. Thumbs down if you want. I don't care. Just let me, like, at least I'll know if I'm doing something shite. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.